matches, and you can't argue with that sort of form. One of the great things about football is that no one knows for sure what's going to happen. Let's see what unfolds here tonight. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And on the menu today, clubs match action for you to enjoy. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Good through ball. And it's with John. Now look at this, they might be able to cash in here. But timely defending when it mattered. John. Now a decent position. Looking for a teammate. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Here's Weber. Fire. That's a good pass. And did just enough defensively. And he takes it on. Well, whatever it takes to keep it out. In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating. Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Chetin. Ahmad. Well, did well to win the ball back. Yusuf. John. Could be dangerous. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Maher. And defensive play to be applauded.
This is a message for Andy Topham.
Weber.
Andy Topham, can you please return to your vehicle immediately? Thank you.
Yusuf. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Smuggled away. Well, that certainly wasn't a clean challenge. Over to the referee. What did she think about it? Weber. Well, this could really help the cause. Well, capable of a better clearance than that. Vital intervention. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Released it nicely. Oh, really careless. They might be in. Yusuf. Harding. Not the pass he had in mind. Maher. 10. So, a level contest. 1-1. Duarte. Ahmad. Maher. Not smooth in possession. And that's gone out of play for what will be a goal kick. Chetin. Madsen. And an astute piece of defending. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. A really good pass. Good tackle. Really showing off his wide range of passing skills. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. And a good-looking pass. A chance to whip it in. Really good build-up, but no end product. Promising pass. Oh, that's top-notch goalkeeping, you've got to say. There to take it away. Body on the line. And he did what he had to do defensively. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper. Yusuf. Well, there's an example of how to press high up. Well, that one has promise. Real chance. And a goal! Well, against all the odds, they've hit the front. Intercepting it intelligently. Weber. Well, attacking possibilities. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. And playing it through. Timely intervention. Run-of-the-mill as saves go. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Could be threatening. Can he put it away? Well, it's great when you can rely on your keeper. Maher. Whitehead. cross it in here. Oh, that's not a good clearance. And angling it back. Sound piece of defending.
Well, the fans are going mad here. They think that was a penalty.
It might be on for them. Yilmaz. Yusuf. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Yilmaz. Weber. Ahmad. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. And a useful cross. Must score! And did just enough defensively. We can get more details on that injury situation from our man pitch side, Jeff Shreves. Jeff?
He landed really heavily on his shoulder there. You can see the discomfort he's in. But he's a tough guy. I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Matsui. Paya. Attending to his defensive chores. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. Just made sure nothing came of that. Oh, tremendous vision. Yilmaz. Paya. Defensive resilience to shut them down. Nice weight on the pass. But ably intercepted when it looked as though they might be in. Here's Weber. And he read it superbly. Well, that certainly wasn't a clean challenge. Over to the referee. What did she think about it? Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. And that is going to be that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here.
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game.